Why is Wright getting emotional about it?
He probably feels that he's an important part of an important event, which he is. But the emotion is around Phil Taylor. Peter Wright just happens to be in the final with him. What Peter Wright has got to do now is think, right, okay, that's the pleasantries done. Let's kick on and win this biggest event that I've got a chance to do so far in my career.
Almost a dream start for Peter Snake by Wright. Let's hand over to commentary. John Part and Rod Studd.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Wayne. Yes, they come to pay homage. One last time, for the 107th time on this Winter Garden stage. And quite frankly, you'd have had to have a heart of stone not to have felt something during that emotional climb to the stage for Phil the Power Taylor. But as far as he's concerned, plenty of time for tears afterwards. He's here for business.
95.
He's here to win the match play for the 16th and final time. Emotional, John, and understandable, but now the work begins.
Yeah, it's a lot of work that needs to be done to win this final. Close to 18, and it won't be long before the walk-ons are forgotten, at least temporarily.
61.
It looks like a really quality start from each of them, as opposed to the 41s and 45s sometimes that occur in a first leg. Hopefully the double hitting is crisp from the get-go as well.
Korea 161.
This would be some sort of start. The crowd ready to roar.
136.
Just wide. That would have been an incredible opening.
Now we're going to see some more bullseye action here as Peter will start there with the 1-2-5. He'll stay there now for 25. Ideally right or left. Right down the middle was not what he needed.
On that 1-2-5, John, I often think that the 25 to start with is, of course, an advantage. It leaves you the round ton, doesn't it? Prevents that occurrence happening. Phil Taylor cleans up after the bull miss and breaks throw in 14 darts.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Rod, because players don't mind one way or the other whether they get the 25 or 50. I think the players like to hit the bull first. It's more of a show shot. They like that aspect, but the practicality of finishing the leg, they love to hit the 25 and then just go bing bang and it's over.
100.
Well, they've come here to watch the phenomenal Phil Taylor for, well, 24 years.
140.
Ever since the very first World Match Play, when his first game was against Tom Kirby, and his last will be against Peter Wright. And if he wins, it will be his 99th win on this stage.
140.
Taylor, the firm favourite, not just with the fans, but with the bookmakers too, at 5-2 on. Almost every bet taken by the bookmakers has been for Phil Taylor. Such has been the sentiment.
A lapse, which Peter Wright should be able to use to his advantage. I don't think he can get that done in 6 darts, but he'll need a treble. He'll go treble 17, or he went
65.
bull. Kind of bailed out a bit just to make sure of a non-bull finish.
Video 156.
To break straight back in spectacular style. It's anything but.
81. Phil,
An
you require
erratic event for
79.
Peter Wright. 104 average in one game and 89 in another. 58's fine.
Furious with himself for really not being even close on that tops, as it gives Wright the chance to break straight back. One dart for tops as well.
35.
It was his first Derby double in the match. Maybe the last in this leg. It won't be though, and that's been dragged down horribly.
Low score. Please you record 40.
You can't say there isn't any tension in this final. It's here already. Only the second leg of the match and top tension.
30.
Oh, this is the dictionary definition of nerves on a big sporting occasion from two of the best players in the world. World number 3 Peter Wright and the greatest player ever to pick up a dart, who goes 2-0 up, courtesy double 10. His opponent missed 4 at double to break back. It's easy to laugh when you win those legs, John. It's not quite so easy to smile when you lose them.
But this is a good answer to get straight into the treble again.
140.
Especially when you have the throw. The problem here for Peter Wright, as I see it, Rod, is he's been in matches where he's battled back and forth and he doesn't necessarily mind going down a few legs. But his problem here is Phil, once he gets a hold of somebody, gets them down, has kept them down and just made those margins increase. His comfort level goes up so much higher when he gets these leads.
Yeah, Peter Wright has been in trouble. He was 8-6 down to James Wilson, ran 4 legs to win. He was twice 2 legs down against Darren Webster.
140.
He was 4 down to Daryl Gurney early. And this isn't in any way designed to be rude about those guys, but it's a different kettle of fish going 3, 4, 5 behind to a ruthless Phil Taylor in front of a packed house who adore him and are just willing to ride him and cheer him home. Premature, it wasn't the maximum, it wasn't far off, but it's another ton 40.
Yeah, and it leaves him in another break position, a good one.
100. Phil, you require 81.
Well, that's okay. 20 for tops, it's a good miss.
41.
Oh, that was better than his last effort at tops, which was, well, low, but Wright still needs a really good turn here to hold throw. Got the first dart, so double 16. It's his favorite.
First 3-finger round shot of the match.
Game on.
From Peter Wright.
Well, and his first outshot of any sort.
Yeah. Well, it looked nailed on from the first dart, and Phil Taylor. It's his first of the night, his 25th of the tournament. Daryl Gurney tops the stats. 37 to the Northern Irishman in terms of maximums. Peter Wright's now had 15. He's had 2 9-dart legs on this very stage. Do you know what, John? I really thought he was going to.
It was looking good. Peter Wright still with a chance. He's going to switch up. Oh.
97.
We can second guess his switching of target rather than just darts.
$130.
Well, that leaves 51 after 9. Phil Taylor has Had 11 televised 9-dart legs over the years.
140. Who you require 51.
And he wants double 16 to go 3-1 up in this final. And he goes 3-1 up on double 8.
Fifth leg, Peter to throw first.
Mentioned Peter Wright's up and down tournament. Phil Taylor after the first round where he seemed a little bit nervous against Gerwyn Price when he averaged 94. Since then, 102, 102, 103, the very embodiment of consistency.
Yes, he's been machine-like, and he's defied his own form for the last couple of years at least. He really hasn't shown this sort of consistency match after match for quite a while.
Yeah, and averaging 105, and Wright not far behind in the early stages. And bear in mind there was that edgy leg when they missed 7 darts at double between them in the second leg, so since then it's been top-notch stuff from both players.
A little unlucky there. Takes some pressure off of Peter Wright, who has picked up his game. He's answering the challenge, at least in terms of quality of throwing.
60.
He's going to have some work to do to try and get level, though, I feel.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the consistency of Phil Taylor. When he lost to Peter Wright in the Premier League semi-finals, he lost 10-9, he missed a match dart.
83.
And in an interview afterwards, that's what he said, I haven't got the consistency anymore, I haven't got the energy anymore, I just haven't got it anymore. And he was almost conceding that he wouldn't win again, but what a different animal he's been here this week.
Well, and the other part of that is when he was speaking, he was talking about inside of a long match, let alone match after match after match.
Peter Wright has left 96, the very finish that he took out to defeat Daryl Gurney, and it was a brilliant finish in 2 darts. And real pressure at the back end of that game, in a real barroom brawl of a semi-final. This time tops via double-double.
56.
And wouldn't Phil love to get this 139 with 2 trebles? Not getting together.
100.
Leaves 39. Doesn't really matter. That's only a distraction to Peter Wright, who needs stops.
And he closes to within a leg at the first break. Phil Taylor has an early lead in what he hopes will be his 16th win in a World Matchplay final. Peter Wright there stays on Taylor's tail as we go into the break. Taylor up by 1 then, 3-2 in a race to 18.
To throw first.
Taylor has the dance. First time he won this great championship was in 1995 when he defeated Dennis Priestley. And to put into context what dark darting recesses of time that was in, John Lowe, Eric Bristow, Jockey Wilson and Keith Deller were all playing. Time ago.
92.
And the players he's beaten in finals, John, it's like almost through a wander through time as it progresses. Priestley, Warren a little twice, Burnett, Hart, Mardle and Dunbridge, Wade 4 times, Terry Jenkins, Raymond van Barneveld, Lewis and Michael van Gerwen. Passing of darting time in front of our eyes, and Taylor has been the constant.
Yes, he is a constant.
60.
It's coming to an end tonight, one way or the other. Not that a loss by any means diminishes the incredible nature of his record. 15 wins, maybe 16, it doesn't really matter. The man is a legend that won't be replicated.
$100.
Looks to hole throw again, that's perfectly pitched. Now he'll switch for treble 19. Just was looking to leave 24,
41.
but not for the first time. The accidental double 7 leaves him on 60. Treble 7. Well, the max makes it interesting. That changes the whole dynamic of this leg.
Phil's very good at dismissing whatever's just happened in front of him, getting on with an easy shot, which should be double 10 now.
Aim shot in the 6th leg, Phil Taylor.
He hasn't been anywhere near as convincing on his doubles. I'm not just talking about the fact he's missed 7. It's been the misses have been by wider margins, and I think that's a real sign that Phil Taylor is feeling, understandably, quite nervous about this match. Still leads 4-2 though.
Well, it must be a little bit hard for even him to believe. His run of form and everything, just everything's been working out. He's not gonna dismiss it. He knows who he is, but sometimes you wonder, wow, this is great. Can it continue?
121.
Well, he was saying just the other day before he played Adrian Lewis, he hadn't played this well consistently for many months.
140.
He's dug deep into his pool of talent to play majestically here. One behind on the maximums, but 3 in front on the ton 40s. Well, now two in front after Peter's 8th.
You know, I think it's really, really important for Peter Wright to get the next break of throw in this match, or if he's going to have any chance.
131.
If Phil gets that second break of throw up, he's just going to settle in that much more, and any nerves, they'll go out. Just his whole career it'll kick in the automatic nature of how he trounces people. It's double top.
A shot in the 7th leg.
Peter Wright, another 3-figure finish, this time exactly 100.
Game on.
And that's the sort of clinical finishing which is a display not only of it's an out and a leg, but it just tells Phil, it's a message to Phil, look, I am on my game. I can throw as well as I need to.
Well, Peter Wright may have given Phil Taylor the second walk-on, but he's not there to give him the match. That's not how it works. He's here to win. And he had that golden opportunity in the Premier League final. He had the Premier League in the palm of his hand. And he missed 6 starts at double to beat Michael van Gerwen and lost.
Yeah, it's a bitter experience, a bitter learning experience, and you could see it having 2 effects, and one is that it toughens him up.
Yeah, runner-up in that Premier League final at the O2, and then runner-up to Michael van Gerwen in the 2014 World Championship as well. Won the UK Open.
80.
But as he himself has pointed out on more than one occasion, Phil Taylor and Michael van Gerwen didn't play, but to me that doesn't detract from his achievement.
Well, I think a testament to Peter's resilient nature is that within 48 hours of that very disappointing Premier League defeat, he had won a tour event on the Saturday.
Full credit. Well, there's plenty of people queuing up after he missed those opportunities to say that he would never win a big tournament. There could be a few people with egg on their face come 9 o'clock tonight. Good darts.
100.
I don't know. What's worse, egg on the face or pineapples on the shirt? I mean, we haven't delved into this yet.
Or his strides, John, as well.
130. Video goal 101.
It's a treble. The first 2 darts, and he might get that break back that he really is after and needs. It's okay though. That still leaves the treble 20 for the tops.
Literally anything bar a bounce out would have still left him on a finish.
Phil requires 72.
A bounce out would have too.
Oh yeah, would 51 ball, of course, yeah. Fair shout, John. Choice of double. Double 16 is picked. And hit. Well, there was just a hint of a break opportunity, but Snakebite couldn't hit 101 for the second time in the final.
In order to get that break, and with Phil or anybody, I suppose, you need to constantly be putting the pressure on behind them, asking them the questions. And if you do that, eventually you're going to get better opportunities.
140.
Peter Wright bidding to be only the 9th man to beat Phil Taylor on the Blackpool stage. First year he got beyond the semi-finals.
100.
He will go up to second in the world rankings, ahead of Gary Anderson, if he succeeds tonight. Phil Taylor is 5th if he loses and 4th if he wins, but as he was saying only the other day, rankings mean nothing to him. He's not going to be playing next year. It matters not a hoot where he's ranked.
Well, that's not entirely true now. He probably is playing the World Championship, and he probably wants a more favorable position with which to assail it, which the ranking would help.
Yes, well,
140.
you say that. If he's 5th or 4th, he'll be in the same half of the draw as Michael van Gerwen.
But later. Later's always better.
Yes. Needed the treble 20 to kick off the combination. Phil Taylor here, looking at 81.
130. Phil, you require 81.
Possible 11 dart leg here against the throw for the power. Leaves the ball, which he missed in the first leg, for a 161. And he hits it this time for 81.
And a 9th leg.
The second break, a significant break, a 3-leg lead.
Yeah, the sort of lead that makes Phil Taylor just turn on the afterburners and go on autopilot and become all the more invincible.
Peter Wright may be dressed in pineapples, but he must feel like a coconut in a shy after that.
140.
That's a big blow. Early on in the match, yes. But still significant. Remember, Wright has not broken the Phil Taylor throw in this match up to press, despite averaging 102 and change.
Just looks so fluent right at this moment.
140.
Every leg one, double hit, a bull finish. It gives Phil energy. He feeds off it. The successes actually give him energy.
Well, like any sport,
60.
John, you feel a lot less tired when you're winning. Now he's finding the range at the bottom of that treble 20 bed.
140.
And that, I think, is 6 consecutive 140s.
He's starting to get that stroke back where he was threatening earlier in the match to the 9-darter.
100.
He's starting to look like he might do that again at some point in the near future. First, well, he's got that treble 7 again, so 20 in tops.
And in a dozen darts.
And a 10th leg. Phil Taylor.
A piece of majesty in the match play from Phil Taylor. Those were 2 of the finest legs you'll ever see on this stage.
Game on.
So even Wright's rise wasn't enough to counter the power surge.
Well, I think that Peter Wright needs to continue to throw well and get scores and be patient. Don't panic. Yes, everything is favoring the power in terms of the script, as you mentioned, and the game plan is there for him, but there's still a long way to go.
60.
And you don't want to start missing doubles and trying too hard if you're Peter Wright, because then that will definitely go make it go to Phil.
Well, he didn't miss any darts at double in those 5 legs. He only had 1.
140.
He hit that. he had two, didn't he? Because he hit two at double top, as it were. So only one counts at an actual shot at double. When he went double top on 100.
96.
Well, he's done a really superb job coming off the break and coming out here and defending his throw so far superbly with a leg
140.
that Phil Taylor showed him how to do.
Yeah, we're familiar with the 81 left out and 9 darts. Phil Taylor went about it in different ways. He can't finish anyway, regardless of that.
81.
It's the 300th 180 as Wright looks for an 11 darter. Wants to be a little careful here. Don't want to come inside that.
69.
Then start faffing around on double three.
And in likelihood, he probably was just a little careful. I feel much better just coming back to the board with the 12 left.
83. PD record 12.
He wants a dozen via 2 half dozens.
6.
Well, that could be costly because
Do you require
it's taken an
82?
awful lot of money that Phil Taylor get at least 1 dart at tops here. Oh, well, he'd have lost it possibly.
Well, he wants another 16. Go back for the bull. How painful can it get?
The 11th play.
I mean, the first dart would have had Peter Wright absolutely joyous, thinking, oh, I'm going to get off.
Well,
12 leg Phil to throw first.
well, the apology
Game
from
on.
Phil Taylor because he knew that the first dart was awful, but the third was magnificent. And for the second time of the match, hits the bullseye
60.
on a finish. And he extends his winning streak. He's won the last 4 legs of the match.
180.
Wright's 4th, Taylor's had a couple. It's the 140s that have caused a lot of the damage. Last night he had 27 against Adrian Lewis. He's had 16 already tonight, Phil Taylor. Ooh. Oh, now then. Oh, magical!
180.
Oh, we talked about Phil Taylor's 2 9-darters on this very stage. Peter Wright has never had
100.
a televised
Did you
9-dart leg.
141.
Oh, he's had plenty, though. We know he can do it.
Oh, and that's just a fraction undercooked.
90.
Peter
100.
really needs to get this
Peter
leg
record
wrapped up in the
51.
worst way, especially as it's a break back, but can't afford to start missing doubles, and this is his favorite. He has to step over to use it to his advantage. Gets it done. Vital for Peter Wright.
12-dart leg, really brilliant stuff from Peter Wright. Contained those 2 opening maximums. 7th dart stopped the 9-dart bid, but the 12-dart finish crucial in the context of the game to stop the rot and break through for the very first time, and then follow it up with 3 trebles of the big variety.
140.
Well, this is audacious, it's outrageous.
140.
Yeah. Well, he got the job that he's down. He's got 6 starts, maybe 9. No, let's go with 6 with these coming against them. In fact, Phil's got ahead of him. 104 averages apiece.
Well, if he can find another, he'll leave double 8. Oh.
171.
Well, we're watching here a burst of sustained scoring, the like of which we've hardly ever seen before, anywhere, from Peter Snakebite Wright.
100. PDC requires 16.
10 data on the cards. Needs to finish it off. Oh, Peter.
14.
He'd scored so brilliantly, but he couldn't apply
81.
the finishing touch, and Phil Taylor's there. He's there, waiting to pounce.
Isn't he? He just looks so ruthless, too, in his address. Could be another bull, another painful. No, it's double 13.
55.
And Peter Wright has to count himself lucky.
PDC required 2.
He had a double 1 last night at a crucial moment against Daryl Gurney. And he's found another tonight.
PDC Wright.
A couple of loads on the trot
to throw first.
for Snakey, and he's back within 3.
You don't see many 14 dart legs end with double 1.
41.
Well, I don't care who you want to talk about and compare this scoring with. I don't care if you want to talk about Michael Van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, Daryl Gurney's maximum machine, Dave Chisnell, whoever you want to place in comparison. This is right up there with the best you've ever seen from Peter Wright over these last 3 or 4 legs.
Exactly, since the last break, he's completely found the range. What a great answer to the fact that he had just had his second break against him before that intermission. To come back onto the stage and to play at this standard, and he hasn't played at this standard in the whole tournament as far as I'm concerned. Unbelievable scoring.
137.
Well, there's another 11 dart leg on the cards here for Peter Wright.
And potentially another break for him. To only be 1 break down if he can convert this. 19 and double 16. Perfect 19. Perfect double 16.
Well, this is incredible. As John rightly pointed out, legs 9 and 10 before the break. Phil Taylor went out in 12 darts twice, hitting 6 140s in the process. And Peter Wright since then has come out and gone absolutely berserk. He went 8-3 down, and then after that, well, just gone Garrity. He's just hitting everything.
78.
Right, a bad slip with the first dart, though, and this is an opening back for Phil, and he can recognize that.
Magical stuff now from Phil Taylor. Countering.
Yep, the best punisher of all time. You do make a mistake, Phil makes you pay.
58.
Well, Wright was averaging 101 when this mini session started. He's got it up, well, he had it up to over 106 at one point. It's now down at 104. It just shows the sustained level.
81.
There we go, leg by leg. Peter Wright producing some incredible stuff.
100.
12 darter in the 12th, and then he just went on with it. Phil Taylor has not only held on, he's counter-punched. And he lands his 5th maximum to go with the 4th earlier in the leg.
Yeah, second of the leg. There's a chance for an easy 11 dart leg. More importantly,
46.
get a break back ahead. 2 breaks
60.
ahead.
Tops then.
Aim shot and a 15 flag.
An 11-dart leg from Phil Taylor. And that 5-leg session, one of the finest sessions of darts played anywhere in the world, because Phil Taylor and Peter Wright went toe-to-toe, smashing in big scores and cleaning up in 10, 11 and 12 darts. And at the end of it, Phil Taylor comes out virtually unscathed. He still leads by 3 at 9 legs to 6. John Parters
16
departed.
legs, Phil to throw first.
Martel has arrived.
Game on.
What do you make of it so far, Wayne? It's been great stuff, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. There was a spell in that last session from Peter Wright, like you alluded to, Rod. In commentary, it was amazing. Of 6 scoring visits, he hit 3 180s, a 171 and a 174. But that last leg in that session, where he had the darts to make it 8-7 and lost it, made it 9-6. Kind of stopped the rot for Phil, because he was getting a good old Tonkin for 3 legs.
The 2013 final, when Phil Taylor defeated Adrian Lewis 18-13, power average 111, Lewis 106. This is now not far behind that, and showing no signs of flagging whatsoever.
140.
Great to see Peter Wright playing at this level tonight, because we wondered, he'd been so erratic in the tournament, but he's brought the game that he produced against Cristo Reyes to the most important match of all. 104 he averaged there. That was the highest winning average of the week. Gary Anderson had a 105 in defeat.
Yeah, it was a really iffy start as well, so to get over that.
60.
Lost the first 2 legs, couldn't hit
21.
a double, and looked in trouble. This leg, Phil could reach 10.
97.
Double figures.
Well, the standard continues, because Phil Taylor here, odds on to go out in 15 or fewer.
24.
Long odds on. Conjures it in. 14 darter.
17 leg is Peter to throw
Gets to
first.
10.
Game on.
You know, last night, Wayne, it really was like turning back the clock, and if you just allowed your mind to wander back, the way Phil Taylor was playing, the way his darts were going, it was like it could have been 2005, 6, 7. 2009, he won this tournament, and this stat is incredible. He only lost 20 legs in 5 matches. 20 legs.
85.
And he's not far behind that. Look at this. Brilliant dart, brilliant double.
Yeah, it shows you that he feels like he's got the touch. Threw it just that little bit softer.
Yeah, he's only lost
81.
29 so far in this tournament.
Yeah, hold on, he's only lost 29. He's played Adrian Lewis, Raymond van Barneveld, Michael van Gerwen and Gerwyn Price. Sheesh!
60.
Let's put it into context. Last year, Michael van Gerwen, who perception is swept the field aside, annihilated everybody, he lost 31.
Yeah.
So not only
85.
if Phil Taylor wins would it be the most remarkable victory at the age of 56, he's actually playing as well as anybody has done ever on this stage for 5 matches consecutively. Brilliant. But Peter Wright's still got a say in this match. He too is
85.
looking for a match play title. He's not just turned up here to concede and defer to the power.
60.
Can actually think himself pretty unfortunate, averaging 101 and 4 legs behind.
$125.
140 the order of the day here for Snakey. That's just gone awry. It may well be on to something, Wayne, with that 15th leg. Maybe it has just knocked a bit of the stuffing out of Peter Wright.
But he was on a roll, and he was playing the best darts he had all match.
100. PT require 126.
Well, he'll be disappointed if he doesn't get at least a shot at the ball here.
Might get a shot at double six.
He might do. He might do. It is double six.
140. Billy require 46.
For another combination. Double 16 for an 11th leg.
Game shot on the 17th leg. Bill Taylor. 18th leg is Bill to throw first. Game on.
3 straight legs. They have rather gone in clumps, these legs tonight.
I think why you probably find that is that they are playing to such a high standard that if one breaks, invariably that the hold is kind of not simple, but you've got to break in 9.
100.
Haven't seen a 9 darter this week. Many people thought there'd be a few.
Peter Wright threatened one tonight. It's the 7th dart that let him down as Taylor piles in the 177. Well, is he just beginning to pull away?
140.
Yeah, there could be 2 things happening here. Just like last night with Adrian Lewis. Phil got slightly better at the exact kind of moment when Adrian went off the boil. I'm not saying Peter's
91.
gone astray, but he's just not hitting that treble like he was. Hit 140 in the last visit. Pulled that one.
100.
And loops that one.
136.
Another there. 16.
96. PT require 161.
For his 3rd 3-figure finish of the match. This would be the best of all not to be. For 12-6 tops. This is not looking good for Peter Wright
40.
and his legion of fans. Relying on the power missing.
Catch on the 18th leg. Bill Taylor.
Not something you want to be doing.
19th leg is Peter to throw first. Game on.
Well, Peter Wright will never give up. It's not quite Roberto Duran saying no mass, no more to Sugar Ray Leonard, but it's going to get very, very difficult from here because you're
140.
You're needing Phil Taylor to drop off here. If Taylor continues to average 105, bridging a 6-leg gap is pretty close to the sporting impossible.
Since that spell that we spoke about from
140.
Peter, where he was hitting all the 180s and the other 3-figure shots, he's not won a leg. He's lost the last 4.
$140.
Phil Taylor has not won a televised ranking title since he last triumphed here in 2014.
95.
3-year drought. He's been close. He's been in finals. He's suffered beatings, disappointments.
100.
I know he said the rankings don't matter, but it'd go back up to world number 4.
29. PT require 121.
Well, this leg now, the potential rot stopper for snakebite, because it's 4 on the top to Taylor.
81.
He'll leave tops, so he will have 3 at that.
Phil's had a stinker of a leg. You will think at least it was against throw.
137. PT require 40. Game shot on the
There the
19th leg.
darts.
Peter Wright.
Little 13-dart leg.
20 leg Phil to throw first. Game on.
Peter Wright. He's had his moments against Phil Taylor in the past, but I've got to say, this looks like Phil Taylor of old. Whatever you do to him, he just doesn't care. He'll just be the relentless winning beast. I know he's 6 legs away, but so far, that's how he's acting. He's acting like, I don't care what you're doing, Peter. I'm good enough to deal with it.
Yeah. He looks a little older.
60.
We all do.
You don't, Rod.
But it is so reminiscent of Matchplay's past. You mentioned it before, Wayne, it's the format. Once he gets in front with this relentless, constant, strangling 105, 106 average, and he just carries on, he keeps going out in 14, 13, 15, it's like a boa constrictor, just taking the life out of it. It's different from Van Gerwen, because Van Gerwen just slices you up at high speed, but Taylor strangles you.
He's a torturer.
Yeah.
140. Will you require 143?
60, 51, 32. Go for bullseye to leave 16. No, it's 59 left, that's fine. It's a 2-dart combination. He's already taken out 8 of those in this match.
$105. Will you require 59?
19 for tops to restore the 6-leg advantage. Yes, sir.
It's on the 20th leg.
He's 6 in front, and he's 5 away from the magical number of 18 legs, which will give him a 16th World Matchplay title.
He's averaging 105, Phil, to 102 for Peter Wright.
Yeah, there have been 32 averages of 105 or more in the World Matchplay, and Phil Taylor has registered 24 of those. And he looks now to make it a 25th.
100.
And you know, if he wins here and wins for the 16th time on the 24th match play, that will mean that he's won precisely 2/3 of the tournament stage.
Yeah.
Remarkable.
60.
You just get the feeling that the stuffing has been knocked right out of Peter Wright. He's throwing
140.
He's talking a slow run, Phil. He's throwing that little bit slower and not as accurate. Body language not good. The zip in the follow through is not there. There you go.
Taylor will be 57 on August the 13th.
We were told a few years ago, Rod, that this is a young man's sport.
Well, because of his amazing record of success, you don't really give enough credence to the fact that he's giving them all, most of the players, 20, 30 years head start, and he's still beating them.
99.
But the way he plays, he doesn't waste energy. I used to play the same.
Yes.
He said about Adrian Lewis, every time he was celebrating, I'm thinking, you're using up energy.
Will he require 62?
He knows he has to restore his double 16. Another combination. 4 legs away.
22nd leg, it's Phil to throw first. Game on.
Since he burst on the scene, I think this is the biggest win, if he can pull it off, of Phil Taylor's career. It goes along with the first World Championship that he ever won. This is amazing, Rod, it really is.
Yeah, 6th break of throw there for Phil Taylor. Yes, when he defeated Michael van Gerwen from 2 sets down on 2 occasions in the 2013 World Championship final, that was his finest hour. But this, in my opinion, this tournament win will surpass that. Just simply because of the fact he came here without a major TV title for 3 years, written off, given next to no chance. Couldn't beat Van Gerwen, annihilated
131.
but also has beaten players of the quality of Lewis, Price and Van Barneveld and Wright as well, if he goes on to convert this 14-7 advantage into a win. And
140.
Is it concerning for Peter Wright that I know he's playing Phil Taylor in all the finals, in this final, sorry, but he will have, if he goes on to lose this, it's not over yet, it's got 4 more legs to win, Phil Taylor. But this will be a loss in the Matchplay final, the World final, Premier League final. It can become a habit.
better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, Wayne.
No, I agree. I was beaten in every final I was ever in, so I know what I'm on about.
And he did win the UK Open, and
100. Philly
and I think
32.
He can go on to win a biggie or biggies, but it doesn't look like it's going to be tonight as Taylor goes 15-7 in front. At least he knows in 4 months' time he won't have to worry about Phil Taylor again. There's something.
Every cloud and all that. The day he retires, all the guys on tour will be giving it. Whew. See you later, Phil.
140.
There's so much prize money up for grabs now that the players will want him out the way. Of course they will. Why would you want tough competition? No one wants tough competition.
140.
Can't even allow or imagine the thought to even become a German, develop into anything that Phil Taylor will get finishing line fever here. 3 more legs. Another 140? No, just a ton. It's 25th. 27, 140, 6 maximums.
60-60 double 10. Oh.
100.
Phil's had a few of these legs, but it always been against throw.
81. BT require 40.
Tops. Oh, double 10. Double 5 as Charlie chases doubles around the board and can't find one.
Really require 139.
May not matter in this leg.
60. 39. Double 20. Oh my.
99. BT require 10.
Well, that would have made Peter's heart go that little bit quicker. Double 1.
8 score. Philly require 40.
Well, half a dozen darts missed at double as Peter Wright struggles
Wins on the 23rd leg.
to keep going, and it's very difficult. And he's one of the players with a real steely resolve, as he's shown in 3 games this week when he's come back. But when you're up there and you know in your heart of hearts you can't win,
you know that the person that is a long way in front of you is playing too well to be caught. Peter knows what he can do. We saw that run of 3 or 4 legs that were just outrageous. he'd have to produce that for the next 10 legs. Well, that's a start.
Oh. Magic, the 7th maximum. Darting defiance from Peter Snakebite Wright. Whatever the outcome, it's been another terrific tournament from a man who now is dining at the top table of world darts. The man, and he's told the story many times, was on the point of jacking it in before reaching the world final, where he'd lost to Van Gerwen and changing his whole life around with his
100.
fabulous fun image.
And his magnificent ability. His darting ability, Peter Wright, cannot be overlooked. He hasn't played bad in this final. He was averaging 100. Just happens to be getting beaten by someone who's an absolute darting freak.
We thought we'd seen the last of Taylor, the Tungsten Terminator, but
120.
he is reborn. He leaves tops for Shanghai.
100.
That would have been to go within one leg.
116.
60. 60. 60. Oh.
60. Billy requires 20.
Phil Taylor is on the brink.
24th leg, Phil Taylor. 25th leg,
One
Peter to throw
more
first.
leg.
Game on.
And it will be the fairy tale finale.
$141. $100. $122.
Well, these moments are rare in
59.
sport, when you know you've won before you've won, and you really can enjoy it and soak it up,
83.
embrace the whole occasion, because he's only got a couple more minutes of throwing darts on that great stage, Phil Taylor, and he'll savour every second of it.
PDC require 155.
60. Not to be.
60.
Well, it would be typical Taylor to hit a 170 here, wouldn't it?
$105. PDC require 95.
To save the match and stave off what appears to be the inevitable. Peter Wright wants double five.
Games on the 25th leg. Peter Wright.
Oh, Phil Taylor knows that that really doesn't matter. He still leads 17-8, but full credit to Peter Wright. So he could play on it ad infinitum. Here he goes.
$100. $93.
Well, it's a good life for Phil.
60.
Only 60. we're kind of waiting for the end that you're assuming is going to come. It's just a matter of time, you feel. Otherwise, it would be the most improbable comeback you've ever seen.
60.
Peter Wright himself is looking pretty weary.
It's been tough for him. Very tough, and now it's getting tougher as Taylor turns up the power.
140. Will you require 161?
Well, it would be a fanfare finish. Would he even go for the ball? We'll never know.
Only 60, a big year from Peter Wright.
Will you require 101?
Is this the moment? Double 16.
69.
Will he be back in this leg?
He's had a dart to win his 16th match play. Peter Wright needs a 57.
Double 16 for match play 16. And he's done it! He has done it! Amazingly, age 56, 22 years since he first lifted this title, Phil Taylor masters the match play.